All right, we are back. Let's see who can give us the first comment. So let's just see if the first comment comes in. Hopefully, refresh your page. If not, we'll Marty and I, and we'll just talk. Absolutely, we'll flash back and forth. So take two is on. So I'm going to do a test. Crud! It didn't work. Oh, well. I do not know what's wrong with that. So. We'll just talk. So no big deal.
I'll try to keep. I can keep track of comments on Facebook.
Yeah, it just won't show up like we normally are used to.
Marty, you want to keep track of comments coming in on yours?
Yeah. So Marty was just telling us that. Is that public knowledge that you want to share with everybody, Marty?
Yeah. It's public knowledge.
Yeah. Go ahead. So what was happening?
Yeah, Super Summer, a big youth camp, student camp in Arkansas. They made the decision to go on and cancel it. So I think it starts in June and it goes through the whole summer.
Man, so
they went on.
So typically that's a big deal, right?
Oh yeah, it's like one of the biggest camps in America.
Okay, interesting. All right. Well, we are going to go ahead and put a countdown onto this, Marty Wages, because our church has a prayer time in, so I'm going to put right now a 30-minute countdown on this so that we can, can't do my math. 35 minutes. So here we go. We're going to add a countdown, and then we'll, I don't even know where that's at. Oh, it's right. All right. So there's a handful of people that are watching. We'll just put the countdown right over. Oh, put it right there. All right. So, all right. The countdown is in place, right exactly where the countdown needs to be. Actually, it's supposed to be 30 minutes. And so, 30.
Did you stop messing with all the...
Well, I'm just making sure. There we go.
You get too many toys now.
I know.
Okay. All right.
Like a child.
So here we go. So we're down to 35 minutes. So, Marty, how are things in Arkansas with this whole virus thing? Are you guys in lockdown yet?
Pretty much. I mean, we're not going anywhere really and seeing anybody. So
the governor's not issued the stay at home. But
yeah.
Hold on. So Arkansas does not have a stay at home yet?
I mean,
really?
People are doing it, but there's a lot of people who are not, and he said that he's not going to do it yet. I don't know why.
Huh.
I read a thing today. That it's because the majority of the state is essential workers. But I'm thinking, well, go ahead. If they're essential workers, they'll be able to. The other non-essential, keep them at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. But still, that's not cool.
They extended ours.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm pushing my back.
Yeah, Florida. I mean, Indiana just extended ours to. It was supposed to be like.
Until the 7th.
Yeah, but they've extended it even further now.
I think,
The Florida governor, that cracked me up.
Oh, that
Okay.
man. Okay, we're
All
not.
right.
And his statement, he came back out, it was like it was his idea all along. He was forced to do that.
Yes, he was.
The day before, he was saying that there was no need for it. And then he came out the next day and released a statement like it was his idea all along.
I'm just glad we don't live in Florida anymore.
Amen on that.
Look, they're on the screen now. Hey, blow me a kiss. Oh, Bruce says hi, Rachel and Abby, like we're not even on the screen. Hi, Annalee.
I need to see Annalee so bad, y'all. Can you see my roots? It's terrible.
Yeah, this morning I was trying to do. Rachel's like, your hair's all messed up.
How to do? It was cool.
I bought some clippers. Abby's coming out of retirement to cut my hair.
Good. Oh, stink. Something just happened to the Catalyst Church. See, Wheatley Baptist Church, Catalyst Church with all of its technology, it still has issues. So just because Marty Wages can't figure out, or he can figure out just the internet and all that stuff in Arkansas. So yeah, give him some time.
Do we have any Wheatley folks on here? I want y'all to ask David a question about me.
Oh yes, Wheatley, please ask a question about Marty Wages.
Wait, Wayne said they closed their showroom at work.
Oh, did they really? Man, but I don't know if that's still live. See, you have to refresh.
Hey,
something happened.
Your video was interrupted.
Yep. Go back. Go up top. More people are going to start coming in.
Probably because our kids are on the internet and it's making our internet mess up.
Dang it. All right, some more people are starting to pop back.
Everybody's on the. I think here everybody's home now, so everybody's like using the internet.
Yeah.
So it's really slowed ours down. I mean, we're not in the best area anyway, so now because of that, it's even made it even slower.
Well, here's the deal. If you guys want to, and I'll make this easier. This is kind of like what Marty and I were kind of talking about before. If you guys want, as I pause because I'm trying to think about what I'm doing.
Pause in mid-sentence.
Yes.
He can't.
I can't do two things at once. No, I can't. All right, here we go. So let's have the conversation. So you guys are not. You guys are not in lockdown. We are.
It's not really lockdown.
It's quarantine. So how would you guys feel when you guys are forced to do that?
We've pretty much done that already.
Well, you guys might, but like, how would that affect the whole county and area that you guys are personally in right now?
It's going to be hard. We have, of course, this is farm community, probably we say 85% farm community, and I know they're taking their precautionaries, and they're being safe as well, and they can actually kind of quarantine themselves in their tractors, but it's a hard. This is it's the Delta. We survive on rice and cotton and soybeans, so.
And they would be considered essentials anyway.
Yeah. Oh, if I have to jump, I'm sorry. Well, I was just trying to break her arm.
I'll tell you how this has affected me, though. I mean, it's like we're here 3 months, and then boom, and then you know me, I'm 99.9% extrovert.
Yeah.
So.
And you wanted to get to know everybody, and all of a sudden 3 months later on, it's like, who's Marty?
Yeah.
We're gonna start all over.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to have another. We'll have to have another big potluck.
Darn. That's terrible.
So, what's y'all's life like right now? Are y'all just pretty much go from there, your house, to the church, and then back, and?
Yep. I mean, the kids and I stay here all day, every day, day after day. But David's been going back and forth to the church quite a bit.
Hey, Rachel, I know you're an introvert through and through, but this has got to be even making you stir crazy.
It is. Today, I was like, we just need to go drive around in our car because I'm about to go insane. So, I mean, if I'm going stir crazy, I can't even imagine what it's like for extroverts.
Yeah. And she's going insane. I'm telling you what. All right, so if you want to ask questions,
we never thought we would enjoy a car ride as much as we do.
I know. I mean, now I see why old people do that. No offense to old people, but
she just dissed old people.
It was the best thing I've done in 3 weeks.
So we come to find out the technology is working on YouTube only. So if you want, I just had a link. So if you have a link that you want to, if you want to ask a question to the Wages or say hi, or to the Whitmores, go to Facebook. Go to YouTube. I send a link in both areas. So if you are on YouTube, go ahead and say hello. Okay. All right. So we're down to 27 minutes.
What YouTube channel we go to?
Look on your comments. I just put it under the Wheatley Baptist Church comments, and just click on that Wheatley Baptist Church. Now, should we say Wheatley Baptist Church or just Wheatley?
Jennifer Foster asked, "What was he like in Indiana?"
Okay, so
we need to answer that.
So Jennifer Foster, if you want to go on YouTube and ask that question, Wages. So, all right, here we go. This is Mr. Kincaid asked, Words of Our Pastor Facebook not working, so go to Facebook. Oh, thank you, Wayne Kincaid. Yes.
Talking is hard.
Yes. If Facebook doesn't work, go to Facebook. Actually, go to YouTube. All right. So Jennifer Foster, Marty Wages, asked, "How was how was Marty?
Like?
Oh, how was Marty? Okay, so where do I start? Okay, so Jennifer Foster. Let me tell you about Marty Wages. Marty Wages had the ability to slow me down. I have the curse of going, and I still do. I remember to this day, we were having an elders meeting to go ahead and try to hire this weird guy from Arkansas. So with him and his disability, we had a set of stairs.
I'm sorry.
Rachel just tapped me underneath I'm like, I haven't said anything bad yet. I mean, I can go, but
building instead of the other word. So there you go. You're cleaning it up.
So we're trying to get him up the stairs, and my father-in-law, one of the leaders of our church, was trying to help him up. Then all of a sudden, Marty Wages loses his balance and literally falls backwards. His butt lands on a flower called a mum and smushed it and knocked down my father-in-law. And my father-in-law, the humble man that he is, jumped up and basically said, "Are you okay, Marty?" Come to find out that he's like 62 years old. Not that old, but he's really old, and Marty Wages almost killed our elder. And they chose to hire him anyway. So, Jennifer, if you're asking how Marty Wages is, he is an incredible klutz.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? Me and John had a
bonding
relationship after that going forward. But the funny thing was, all I could see out of the corner of my eye was him tumble. Oh, he went forever.
I think he went like a backflip or whatever. Yep.
That was the same night, wasn't it, that we had a bonfire, but the land was really muddy at Ronnie and Angie's. Do you remember that? And our chairs like kept sinking. Like we were about this far from the ground, and like the chairs had sunk.
No Gulf water or beach.
I know, it was like you were one of those beach chairs.
Melissa Kincaid basically said, "How was Marty? He was a goofball with a heart of gold." A goofball with a heart of gold. By the way, for those, there's about 10 or 12 of you guys now on YouTube. So if you're switching over to YouTube, that's great. You can comment on the right-hand side, and then we can actually post your comments up here. So, so Marty, how has it been moving from this bigger city to a smaller city? Do you even have a Walmart?
No, we do not.
What's the biggest restaurant that you have? By the way, Wheatley Baptist Church, if you're hearing me, I'm not making fun. This is just banter. So
this is just us.
This is just.
I thought you were going to ask me how is it being with you? Go to here. I mean, it's been like heaven.
Because you don't have to like. But you have to preach. Let me ask you that question. How has it been having to preach every week now as let's say a real pastor?
Yeah. It's been a challenge, like knowing that I don't have like 2 months cushion to prepare a sermon like I did there, going from preaching every 3 months usually. You know, if I knew I was going to preach in June, I could wait till 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
Now, though, it's like I got to prepare every week. And then all of this happens, and now
yes,
it's like...
But the crazy thing is, Marty Wages, you are the freshest and the hottest when you preach. I'll never call you hot again, but if you're freshest when you preach...
Call me hot?
Yes. When you procrastinate to the very end. I gave you 3 months. Marty, you're going to be preaching on this date, and then all of a sudden you're like, man, I got to hear from God right to the very last moment. So, hey, you can do that every week now, so that's fantastic.
Well, it's kind of like when you were in school, you know, instead of reading the whole book, you just crammed at the last minute with the cliff notes.
Yes, absolutely.
But no, it's been a challenge, but it's been nice. And then all of a sudden this happened, so I go from standing up preaching to a live audience to a live audience on Facebook to a computer.
Yeah. It's very difficult for darn sure. Absolutely.
How's that been for you?
It's I've actually personally enjoyed. I've missed the people, but it's been about the same. But it's difficult not, as you know, it's difficult not being able to interact with faces and you don't know if a joke or a statement or whatever connects or not until you watch it on Facebook and they're like, oh. No,
on
amen.
the flip side of that, it helps you because when you do say something and then the facial expression is, I can't believe he said that.
That would never happen with me. Never, ever, ever happen.
I have to tell you a story.
Oh no, Rachel, you're not allowed to speak.
No,
the Bible
do.
says you're not allowed to talk, so just shh.
So it's been an adjustment because David's been working from home more often, so he's been on Zoom calls a lot, and we hear his voice a lot.
Where is this going?
This morning, Madison got up, and she was still very tired, and David was talking. And she was like, how much longer am I going to have to hear his voice? She's like, is he ever going to stop talking? I can't take his voice anymore. Is he ever going to stop talking? It's like,
never going to stop talking. Nope, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Yeah.
So what you're saying, Rachel, is the first week, this has been wonderful, but that was a long week ago.
Yes. I mean, it was nice to have him around for a little bit, but now I'm like, you can go back to church.
So, Abby, we've been talking a lot. How are you doing?
Sorry for the active toddler. That's how I'm doing.
Oh, the
That's
toddler's
all right.
fine. Absolutely.
She's fine.
No, it's fine. I'm enjoying it. I'm not enjoying that. Humidity is already setting in a little bit. Things and days, but that's the one thing we were talking to a couple of friends that used to live here now. They live off near Wisconsin actually, and I was telling her, I said, the mosquitoes are back. And
Well, they met them.
Oh yeah, Mark and Jennifer.
Mm-hmm.
King. That she and I were saying, she said, oh honey, because she grew up in this area, and she said, just wait. You thought Lee County had them. Wait till
Uh-oh. Wheatley, is that true, or is it that bad, Wheatley Baptist Church?
We're surrounded by rice fields.
Yeah, we've heard from a lot of people that it's really treacherous. So I'll ask Abby, how has this been for you? What has anything changed between us moving here till now with the isolation?
I have to agree with Maddie about the talking authority.
Well,
I'm joking.
what, meaning you love my voice? Eliza, who's that?
Eliza!
Are you still going on your end? Because it's not...
Yeah, we're live. Yeah, we're live. What's that?
Is anybody commenting?
Oh well, no. I mean, it's there's a glitch somewhere. So, yeah, they can go back and watch this later on if they want to.
I'll share it to our page.
But no, things are good. I'm enjoying all of it. I did comment to Marty the other day how I do miss that being at work.
Absolutely.
The patient.
Yeah, your life has definitely changed for sure. Yeah, that's for sure.
You know, we went from 8 hours a day of sitting in front of a computer and working with patients to this, which it's not a bad thing. It's an adjustment, and I'm still adjusting to it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now you can get yourself ready for homeschooling or whatever are you going to do, or I don't know.
Yeah. We've actually started with Eliza. We've started working with some colors and shapes, just basic.
She knows how to color on the furniture.
Yeah. Thank goodness for
now, hopefully that's your furniture, not the church's furniture.
It is.
It's our furniture.
It's actually built for her. She had a little table built for her that it's okay.
No, she colored on the chairs the other day. No, you can't touch that. No.
Don't touch that. No. Okay. All right.
Oh, when she wants the phone, you know what she calls it? She'll go, I want hello.
What is this?
Hello.
What's that? What's that? What is that? What is it? Oh, hold on. Eliza, you want to pray? Let's pray.
Right.
Yeah.
Amen. All right.
You think she has the spiritual gift of speaking in tongues?
She probably does.
If you can understand it, you got interpretation, so you should be good. Oh.
She definitely does not pray like her daddy. Her prayers are short and sweet.
Oh. So what are your Easter plans? Do you have any plans for Easter at all?
No, probably not. I mean, I'm just gonna do what we've been doing normally, and we're gonna try to put something out on our church sign.
Okay.
Then,
You have one of those church signs? That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, you have it. And then somebody told us we had a banner, so we're gonna see about that. Maybe put that out. But I think I already told you this. We're gonna try to do a slideshow for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Get them to send me pictures of themselves, and then I'm gonna make a slideshow. So, just something.
I told David, I said, we should do, because everybody likes to dress up for Easter. I mean, even at Catalyst, people dress up a little bit more. And I said, we should have everyone dress up in their Easter clothes and then take a selfie of them sitting on the couch with their computer or whatever and watching the service. And their
Get
Easter
all your
clothes
suits and ties
at
and
home.
everything. Yep.
Yeah.
That would be good. See?
I could get me a suit and a tie.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
My computer's talking back to me.
I'm not sure I
Turn it
understand.
off.
I don't know how to
It's
turn it
right-
off. Oh.
Oh, is that on your end?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like Siri's attacking my face. All right.
Yeah, that. No, you got Mama's phone. Let me have that.
So I heard, Marty, that your church is so awesome that they actually cut a hole into the stage and built you a ramp. Is that right?
That is correct.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
And they put us in a walk-in shower.
Nice.
Wheatley, stop spoiling this boy. He is going to, oh my gracious me, you're going to have to be stuck for a long time if you keep spoiling him. I'm telling you what.
It's called love.
Was that?
Right? See, that's what it looks like to love people.
Say what?
Yeah, I know you don't know what that is.
Definitely don't love you.
He just likes to maintain this rough exterior.
Who?
Down deep, he's a marshmallow.
He is.
I don't know what you're talking
Some
about.
of my favorite pictures of Eliza with him were just the sweetest thing from the first time they met till they're cute. You just didn't know it.
Oh, poor little Eliza. She didn't know what she was in for. Yeah.
Hey, let's go back down memory lane when we were in Atlanta and you had to help me get dressed.
Oh, later.
Okay. Let me teach you something. Those memories I had to go to counseling for. The psychiatrist said, take these meds and you forget his ugly feet. And I'm like, oh, Lord, let me take them. Let me take the meds right now. The worst day of my life ever.
Well, it's like I told Joe when he had to do it. I was like, what would take us 6 months to get to, we did it just like that. With the closeness of our relationship.
So here's part of the story. The part of the story is that for his birthday or for Christmas, I found one of these put your own sock on tools. Now, let's be honest, Marty, have you ever once used that investment of my hard-earned money so that nobody else would have to experience the HELL world that I lived in? That's why I bought you the tools. So did you use that yet?
I have not.
I know, Eliza. Oh, no!
But it's if you think about it, it's me helping others because Jesus washed his disciples' feet, so I'm allowing you to serve me by putting my shoes and socks on.
I can serve you by buying you something of like the sock put on her thingy.
Look, I saw that thing was $9.95 on a TV infomercial.
It's my hard-earned money, not yours. Well, at Walmart it is $12.99. They had to add a little bit of money to it. So.
Oh, Amber said stop whining. She's put my shoes on me plenty of times.
That's right. Amber, Amber's missing. Amber was one of our church people that ended up. Easter pajamas. Bruce said, yeah. Amber was one of these amazing ladies that watched Baby Eliza for a little bit. So yeah. Easter pajamas. Everybody's saying Easter pajamas on the Catalyst Church page.
Do y'all know I went and bought new pajamas from Kohl's? I'm like, if that's all I'm going to wear for the next month.
At least you're wearing pants now.
Well,
Shorts.
they're yoga pants. They're not real pants.
No, I'm okay.
They're not, it's real pants.
Oh my gracious me. Okay, so Abby wages.
Pants? What?
I'm about to ask Abby an important question. If you just shut your face, Abby. Has Marty started therapy for walking yet?
We have a pandemic. I can't.
They want the therapy down. And I have a couple of people with me over here on that. My brain just went blank. Anyway, they're handling it on my end. I don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
We have a therapist.
Yeah, Marty. Abby.
I want to tell you.
Marty, Abby. So tell us the real story, Abby.
So, one of our church members, did he tell you?
Don't let him talk. Because
I can't remember his.
It's Michael.
Yes.
He's a PT.
Right. Did he say that he's been like ready to get a hold of me? He
Yes.
said Marty's like a blank canvas to him.
When he saw me, he's like, I got to get my hands on this guy.
And then this happened, and they shut him down, and.
So I was in the process of getting ready to start it, and then when a pandemic happened.
Okay, so here let's be honest. We have 9 minutes and 56 seconds left. Here we go. So that the world knows, ever since we hired Marty Wages, Abby and I were trying our dead level best to get him to therapy, Easter seals or whatever it might be. I mean, for forever. He said, every Friday I'm going to go. Every Friday that I'm going to go. But then he chooses to get his haircut on Friday. He chooses to do some office stuff on Friday. He's like, I need to talk to Jesus on Friday. I'm like, well, you're never going to walk like a normal person.
That's not going to happen anyway.
Without the Excalibur. My gracious me.
David Smith commented and said, you two were made for each other.
Oh, David Smith is on. My gracious me. Absolutely. Gosh, I really wish this was working.
I can't hear Abby.
In October. We came and visited that October, and we were riding around in the back, and I think we both caught each other's attention and said, these two, when God made them all, he broke it after he made them.
Yes.
I'm taking that as a compliment.
I don't know.
Most of the time.
That's what I'm going to take. Where did you see David Whitmore comment? I mean,
David Smith. I guess he was under my page. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to share.
Mr. Gregory said he chose to have yes, Miss Gregory said you choose the head massage. That's what you actually went for, the head massage. That is for darn sure, absolutely. And Wayne Kincaid on YouTube said that. Are you supposed to wear pants on live streams? Yes. Well, no.
Did you all, I don't know, a Zoom call went viral. It was 4 coworkers who were on a call, and they all said they were going to hang up, and the one guy thought he did, but he didn't, and he stood up, and he was in his underwear. And all
How about the one that she went to the restroom?
Yes! Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
I don't know what you guys are watching. Marty, I think we need to pray for repentance for these ladies right now.
So.
My gracious me. All right, so we're down to the last 7.5 minutes of this. Marty, what would be something that you would like to... All right, pay attention to the... Oh, there you go. As you itch your nose. It froze with you being like this. It's like, where you pick your nose. Okay, so what is one thing, Marty? So we're down to 7 minutes. What is one thing that you would like to share? And I think we'll do this again after we get the technology all fixed, because, I mean, half this time we're trying to figure out the stupid technology thing instead of just talking like we were planning on it. So what is one thing that you would like to share with the Catalyst Church folks? And then I'll turn around and I'll share something to the Wheatley Baptist folks.
Number one, we miss all of you very, very much. Probably more, and sorry if we haven't been able to connect much with most of you. I know I probably don't have an excuse now since we're in a pandemic. Although, I think I have worked more in these last few weeks than I did since we've been here, which I probably just told on myself. But I'm used to just talking to people and preparing for a sermon, and now it's like all this other stuff. So, but yeah, that's number one. We miss you guys so much. And number two, now that I'm on this end, and especially in the middle of this, and a quick little sidebar, I think God has a sense of humor, because I'm barely into my first senior pastorate, and then this happens.
Yeah. Welcome to Leadership 101.
I know we're all in a pandemic together, but you got like 9 years under your belt.
Yeah, 10 years as a senior pastor, yes,
Yeah, 10
absolutely.
years, yeah.
Absolutely.
So, I know it's still new for you as a pandemic, but anyway, and a toddler. But on a serious note, I want to say, now that I'm in his shoes, David's shoes, I can see the urgency and trying to connect people. And so when a pastor is wanting you to get connected and engaged, it's not just for him, it's for you. So listen to your leaders and listen to your pastors when they're trying to do, especially now more than ever, because it's really easy during this time to really slip through the cracks and to fall away. So it's now it's probably more important now than ever for you to not do that. So when your pastor speaks, when David speaks, when he tries to, even though he's kind of gruff about it, and he doesn't ask, he just tells you.
I just smile and say, shut up and do what I say.
Exactly. So there we go. Anyway, do what he says.
Listen to God, do what he says. Okay?
Yeah.
And my challenge to Wheatley is, you have an amazing couple here. I would even call them a power couple. If you really, Marty has the heart of gold. He really does. If you give him a little bit of, I'm not saying that you are or aren't, I'm just saying give him the space to be the man that he's been called to be, and what he's learned from Catalyst, what bad and good, and let him lead you and lead you strong. He truly, really wants to make disciples. He truly wants to lead you guys to be a brigade. What I call it is an armor bearer, to not only protect him, but to protect the church, to protect Christ's identity within inside of his community. So I strongly encourage you, let him lead, and let Abby be that supporting role that she needs to be. Let Abby do as much or as little as she feels called to be as the pastor's wife. And by doing so, you guys will see this couple serve you well, make an impact in the community, see many people come to know Christ, and to steer a community towards Christ. So that's my strong encouragement to you. All right, Abby Wages and Rachel, you got 3 minutes. You got a minute and a half left. What's your final thoughts real quick? We will do this again. I will fix the technology, so all of you who are commenting, you can dialogue more. So Abby, go ahead with 3 minutes left.
Brain's fried, sorry.
Okay.
Message for Catalyst.
Oh, for Catalyst. Rachel, when we first met, I never realized how much a pastor's wife puts in. Of course, growing up and being in church my entire life, I saw that our pastor's wives were there. I know of one growing up most of my life, she was there. And I looked up to her so much and just respected everything that she did and still continues to do, even today. But just seeing that, I can see her and Rachel a little bit, and just seeing that, yes, we're there with them, but we have to have our time too. And so that is important. Even when we love our kids, we love our husbands, but there is that time that we have to separate ourselves and spend that time. And God, I can see just things that you post on Facebook. It just helps so much. There's some days I get up and I'm just like, oh my gosh, here we go again. And then something you posted, or even others that have posted that I've read, it just helps. So.
So what are your thoughts, Miss Rachel, for the minute and a half that we have left?
Okay, so 2 things, Wheatley Baptist Church. You have a wonderful pastor and pastor's wife. Catalyst Church is a wonderful church, and they have been very, very kind to our children. My encouragement to you all would be to extend some grace, because kids are kids. It doesn't matter if they're the pastor's kids, they're still kids, and they're going to mess up. And so don't, that would be my encouragement to you, because our people have been so good at just letting our kids be kids, and they don't put expectations on them. So don't put expectations on Eliza. I'm not saying that you would, but just as a reminder, because our kids are going to mess up. They're sinners just like we are. So just give them room to parent Eliza and to bring her up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord, without the expectations of having to live in a fishbowl.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, give your pastor and his wife time away together, because their marriage is so important. And if they can't get away and take care of their relationship, then they're not going to be any good to y'all. So give them the time that they need every once in a while, once we can travel again, to get away and just focus on each other. So those would be my encouragement.
Well said. Well said. Well, we're down to 15 seconds left. So Wages, we miss you very much. You guys want to do this again when we can get the technology so other people can ask questions and banter at you guys a little bit?
Yeah, we miss you guys. On a side note, since we're under a pandemic, isn't it okay to get as big as a house?
Say what?
Since we're in a pandemic, isn't it okay right now? Don't we get the pass to like get as big as a house, like eat whatever we want?
Oh, that. No.
Well, someone hasn't worked out.
I have not worked out, but if I step on the scale, it's the same thing. My belly looks different, but I've lost all my muscle mass. But
they say that vitamin D is good for you and fresh air, so there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Walk with your wife, Marty Wages.
We have.
You would, okay, but real quick, I know you got time, we gotta go. Real quick, instead of driving, he has been walking. Except when it's pouring down rain or, yeah.
Am I having a heart attack? I think I'm still breathing.
Now, granted, it's right across the street.
But still,
that's the most that Marty Wages walked in our building was from his little office into the bathroom and back. That's all he walked.
That is not true. I used to cover the
Okay,
ground.
with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you're with us at Catalyst Church, we are going to go live at 8 p.m., which is in 12 minutes. So I need to make sure I fix this technology so that we can make sure that we can have a time of prayer. So Wages, appreciate you, love you, miss you. We will do this again during this pandemic. So I'm going to have to cut you off before Marty says anything stupid.
No, that wouldn't happen.
What are you talking about? Broadcast